Daniel Dubois just stopped Jarrell Big Baby Miller in the final 15 seconds of the fight. I used to be a big fan and supporter of Big Baby Miller. Met him multiple times, interviewed him. I was there at the Joshua press conference. But the steroid thing, you know, the PEDs, that's just like, you know, unforgivable. And now, where's he going to go now? Taking his first official defeat in his boxing career, where I was a little concerned about Daniel Dubois at the beginning of the fight, because one thing about Jarrell Big Baby Miller is he does have an engine. He is a very competent pressure fighter, but coming into the ring at 333 pounds, Daniel Dubois weighed in at 239. It's only but so much you can do with that, and punch speed, he's slow. Like, I can't wait to see the punch stats. By the way, we're going to get you a replay. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe. I have been here covering this card since 11 a.m. It is 2:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next up is going to be Dmitry, Bivol, Lyndon Arthur, then Wilder versus Parker, then Joshua versus Wallin. Shout out to Daniel Dubois, though, because he needed this win. The better overall fighter than Big Baby Miller. And I guess you can say that is the biggest win of his career. Let's go look at the stoppage. I can't show everything to you, obviously, because the zone likes to give out fraudulent copyrights like candy. So, you know, you only show little bits of clips at the time. But yeah, he was eating a lot of jabs too. And eventually it caught up to Big Baby Miller. Look, he's fucked. So now, where does Big Baby Miller go from here? If I'm being honest, I don't care if I don't see him again. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care if I don't see him again. Did I tell you, I always tell a story. I was at an event. It was 2 events I ran into Big Baby Miller. One of them was Joe Smith Jr. versus Jesse Hart. And this motherfucker called himself trying to intimidate me. No bullshit. Like, just like I'm like, you know how you can tell somebody staring at you? Now, I did a video at the time. It was a pretty popular video when he failed the drug test. So I'm guessing he kind of seen it, and I was roasting him. So I'm at the event, and he's sitting just like staring at me. So I'm interviewing. I forgot who I'm talking to. I'm interviewing somebody, and I'm looking like, I think it was Clarissa Shields. And I'm looking like, this motherfucker keep looking at me, man, like he gonna do something to me. So fuck you, you fatso. That's what you get. Like, no bullshit. I used to really, like, he broke my heart. So Daniel Dubois, good for him. And Daniel Dubois is still young, only 26 years old. He's got a lot of, like quality experience with heavyweights. Alexander Usyk, he did quit, despite whatever you may think about the low blow. Joe Joyce broke his eye socket. As I said, like, what's going on with the UK fighters? You know, with their weak-ass eye sockets, things always getting broken. They call that osteoporosis. When you got like weak ass bones, you know. But yeah, their eye sockets are always getting fucked up. Sonny Edwards just had his eye socket broken. Kell Brook, Billy Joe Saunders, Daniel Dubois. I'm missing somebody else. I remember Kell Brook said he had to they had to take his eye out and then fix it. Anyway, let's listen to the particulars, listen to the post-fight interview, and we're going to predict or kind of talk about who's next. But good, solid, quality win for him, Daniel Dubois. You can arguably say it's the biggest win of his career, right? Depending on how you look at Trevor Bryan, but you know, Trevor Bryan got beat the fuck up and damn near killed his last fight. Shout out to Frank Warren, big boss move. He is the lead promoter for this card. Let's turn it up, listen in.
He could have held his feet, he could have stood in front of Miller, but he chose not to. He boxed nicely.
Jarrell Miller, you fat fuck.
Right, he pounced and got the finish.
And hey, most fighters, let's be honest, if they know they're way ahead going into the last round, they play it safe.
That's right.
Dubois rolled the dice,
To be honest, I was saying he should coast the final round.
Waiting for the particulars. So while we're waiting for them to announce, you know, Dubois being the winner and post-fight interview, who could be next? Don't be surprised if he appears on another Saudi card. Could we see him? Frank Sanchez? You think they would do that? I don't think so. I don't see him fight. I don't think they would do him against Filip Hrgovic. I don't see that. Let's see. Maybe the loser of maybe Wallin? Joe Parker? You want to make sure he's fighting somebody ranked. Do you put him in there against Edric Cabiel? The heavyweight division's got some quality names. Martin Bakole? Let's listen in.
2 minutes, 52 seconds of round number 10. Our referee in charge, Michael Alexander, steps in to stop the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout, Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois.
Fatso.
I love that.
Nice job by the DJ. It's interesting. Dubois basically said one sentence of trash talk this whole week, and he backed.
Waiting for the post-fight interview from Chris Mannix. By the way, make sure you like the video and subscribe.
Dubois, who now improves to 20-2 with.
Look at the venue. Oh, they took it off.
In the most important fight of your career, you get the biggest knockout of your career. What did you think of your performance?
It really mattered tonight. I had to dig deep. But baby, he came for work, and it was a great fight. And I'm glad I came through it. I showed my heart.
You knew coming in the kind of pressure you were going to get from Jarrell Miller, which meant you were probably going to have to fight off your back foot for a lot of this night. How difficult was that for you?
You know, I'm a prideful fighter, and I always want to come forward, so I'm learning new things every day, and I'm just glad I came through this. This was an important win for me, and God bless. All glory to God, man. I came through it.
You were winning.
Did he bite his tongue off?
Every time you back to the corner, you looked tired. You looked like it was taking a lot out of you. How deep did you have to dig tonight?
Very deep, you know. I had my dad screaming in my corner, and I knew I had to get out there and work. So, you know, all glory to God, but I'm glad I did it.
You've been branded, a guy that gives up by a lot of people over the last year or so. How much was that in your mind as you went through this fight?
I had to prove it to myself, really. I had to show myself and that I was a real fighter and I could be a champion. So, you know, I've silenced all the doubts tonight.
Take me through that last round where you had to know coming out in the 10th that you were up on the scorecard. It would have been very easy to maybe cruise through that round and get a decision. Why was it important to you to go out there with that kind of aggression and pursue a knockout?
I had to finish strong, And, I always look for the knockout, but, Big Baby, all respect, man. Gave me a good fight tonight, brother.
Go show, brother.
We're friends for life now, brother. Let's go.
Man, one thing I got to say, Daniel D's no quitter, man. Listen, I've been in activity for a while, and I took this fight on, 4 weeks' notice, and I said I'm going to give it all I got. But the main thing is we back in the ring. We're going to be active. And Triple D, you got my motherfucking respect, boy.
Yeah,
you came in here and you banged out.
He's going to be back. Don't worry.
Man, listen, man.
All right. Kind of winning me over a little bit, Fatso.
I wish you nothing but love, baby. You're going to be back, baby. Back to the gym.
Yeah.
Well, Daniel, you're now once again a player in the heavyweight division. What do you want to do next?
Fight the best. I want to fight with all the best fighters. And after this fight, I'll excel and I'll get, the confidence that might have been missing before. I will gain it tonight. And, thanks to my team and especially to my dad for, always supporting me.
Congratulations, Daniel.
Thank you.
Guys.
Yeah, incredible performance.
So I already named the possible opponents. You think they'd do an F.A. Jogba? That seems like a fight they would do. Martin Bakole, Edric Cabiel. I wouldn't be surprised if they wheel out Jermaine Franklin because right now Dubois is kind of in like a rebuilding stage. I don't think they would have had this fight if the Saudis wasn't funding this. That's my personal opinion. But now I'm going to take a little bit of break because now, I'm not really interested in Bivol versus Lyndon Arthur. That's the card that's coming, the fight that's coming up next. And then it's going to be the two big ones, Wilder versus Joe Parker. So Filip Hrgovic stopped Mark De Mori in 1. Frank Sanchez stopped Junior 5. I think that was round 7. As Urslanbek Makhmudov, I guess you could say it was upset against Ajikabiel. He lost. Then Dubois stopped Big Baby Miller in 14 seconds or so left in the fight. Jarrell Opetaia put Elizoro to sleep. I have videos for all of these fights, by the way, on the channel. And now we got 3 more left. Bivol. Where's Bivol? Is he listening? Yeah, Bivol versus Arthur. You know, Wilder versus Parker, and Joshua versus Wallin. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm TstreeT Controversy with 5v360.